Good morning, ma'am. Nice to see you as always.
Good morning, Suyash. Good morning, Amit. And a very good morning to all the viewers as well.
Ma'am, we have, after a couple of weeks of consolidation where Nifty was trading in a narrow range of about 200 points and we were facing some resistance around that November high of 19,875. We have finally broken above that and today we have finally rescaled that 20,000 mark. Are the doors now open for new lifetime highs?
Yes, Suyash. So, Nifty, to be precise, it has consolidated for 10 trading sessions within a very narrow range. And now, if you look at all the factors, all the factors are pretty positively placed for Nifty to test the new all-time high. Now, this being November monthly expiry, the highest open interest is at 20,000 call. If at all we see some kind of unwinding in the 20,000 calls, then probably by in tomorrow's expiry day, we may see new lifetime highs of around 20,200. But short covering is very important. 20,000 call writers are pretty strong as of now. So, and otherwise, even for a short period of time, not just this expiry, if we look at all the data, the FIIs have turned positive in the cash market. They are buying in the cash market. The only thing is key on the leverage positions in the futures segment. FIIs are still biased on the short side.
Right.
But that is probably because we have December, on 3rd of December, we have the election results coming out. So I think they are, as of now, sitting on the sidelines. Once the results are out, irrespective of the results, once there is clarity on that front, I think the flows will begin and we should be seeing Nifty testing the all-time highs of around 20,200 in a very short period of time.
All right. So Nifty could perhaps test the all-time highs of 20,200. But another sector, ma'am, that is performing is the banking pack. Has been a laggard this year, but in the last 5-6 sessions, we have seen buying interest pick up in the banking pack and the banking names as well. And we have reclaimed 44,000 mark. As we speak, Nifty Bank is at 44,100 sort of levels. What's the view there, ma'am? Can that the Nifty banking pack take the leadership role going forward?
So yeah, so for any kind of rally to sustain and test new all-time highs, it is always the banking index support that is required. And since in last couple of days banking has performed, we are seeing Nifty also cross the 20,000 mark. So banking sector has to perform if at all this rally has to sustain and test new all-time highs. And as far as the levels are concerned, above 44,000, 44,200 is another resistance, and 44,500 is a very, very crucial resistance. Once if we reclaim 44,500, then I think it gives you a start for a new rally altogether, and we'll be out of the woods. But as of now, for tomorrow's expiry, the trading viewers that resistance of 44,000 is already crossed. 44,200 and 44,400. These are two major hurdles for tomorrow's expiry. And on the downside, the good part is that the support has come up
Right.
and it has been gradually shifting up from 43,200 to 43,500. And as of yesterday, 43,800 put writers were also pretty strong. And immediate support is now at 43,800. The earlier resistance has now become the support level. And if at all that breaches, then 43,500 is the next support level. So as long as we, trade above 43,200, which is the 200-day exponential moving average, I think we are going to slowly and steadily head towards the new lifetime highs in Bank Nifty as well.
All right, that's a view on Bank Nifty. Now shifting focus to individual stocks. Ma'am, one of the stocks on my radar is Tata Motors. Now, ahead of its listing, the stock has seen a stellar run. And yesterday and even today, we have scaled a new 52-week high, rescaled the 700 mark. What's your view on Tata Motors? Is that a stock that perhaps someone can look into if they have not gotten Tata Tech?
Okay, so Tata Motors, we are going to look at it from two different angles. One is trading perspective. So from trading perspective, again, for tomorrow's expiry, there's a huge call writing position at 700 call for the November series. So probably for a day or two, it may, kind of consolidate around the 700 mark. But positionally, from investment point of view, the stock is pretty well placed to test almost levels of around 800 to 850.
Wow.
It is a stock to keep in the portfolio. So a positive view on the stock. The supports have now moved up to the breakout level of 685. So that's the support you should be watching out for. And it's a stock you can buy on dips up to at around 685, or once we see the breakout above 703.
All right, buy on dips and wait for a breakout above 703 for levels of 800 nearly. Ma'am, another stock in the news is of course Zomato. I'll get to you on the stock later, but Amit, what's the buzz about Zomato?
Okay, so there's news from across the border, China. Alipay, which comes from the Alibaba Group, which was founded way back in 2004.
Right.
It's a online third-party mobile platform, trading platform. Now, Alipay is likely to offload as much as 3.4% stake in the food delivery major Zomato. It's a block deal. A total of 29.6 crores of shares will be sold by Alipay at a price of 111.28 a piece. This is according to sources. What will happen is once the sale kicks in, another thing that will kick in is a 90-day lock-in period on the
Right.
sale of on the trade of shares. Now, my question to you, Avni, is what do you make of Zomato? Good time to get in?
And I mean, the kind of rally we are seeing 4%
It is, yes.
today, but it was, the returns were muted in the last 1 month or so after hitting levels of what, 125, 126. We had seen some profit booking take place, but interestingly up 4% again today. What's your view, ma'am?
So Zomato, if you see today's movement, it has almost reclaimed the last 4 days fall, and there's a huge convergence of different moving averages, 20-day moving average, 10-day moving averages at 116 levels. So today, in case if it sustains above 116 and also closes above 116, I think the stock is pretty well placed to move back to the levels of 125 to 126. The 200-day moving average of 110 should be kept as a stop loss. One can enter into the stock because it is sustaining well. And I think the volumes also in the first few ticks, the volumes have also picked up. So my view is that it should sustain above 116 level. For intraday trading, one can keep a stop loss of 116. Otherwise, for investment purpose, I think 1110 should be the stop loss with which one can enter into the stock.
Okay, stop loss of 1110 for long term. Ma'am, before we let you go, your top 5 picks for the day, other than Zomato, if that is one.
So from the picks, I am going with the counters, which are all different stocks from different sectors. First bet being NMDC, which is from the metal sector. The stock moved up quite a bit. After that, it consolidated for a few trading days, and now the stock is again, on the up move. So 180 to 181 is the buying range. Around that level, one can enter into the stock for a target of 200. This is a trading target, and keep a stop loss of 175. The risk reward is pretty good in this stock. The second stock would be Titan. It's a no-brainer with record weddings happening in the coming few months. I think Titan stocks like Titan, Kalyan Jewelers, anything related to the marriage season are going to perform. So Titan is my second pick. You can enter at around 3440 to 3445, keeping a stop loss of 3375 for a target of 3650. The third stock is from the auto ancillary sector, which is the Apollo Tire. Now, if entire auto pack is looking good, if you look at the stocks like Tata Motors, Hero MotoCorp, even Maruti is again on an up move, Bajaj Auto, they have all performed well. So, auto ancillary has to follow, and Apollo Tire will be our pick from this sector. Between 418 to 422, one can enter into the stock, and for a target of 440, keeping a stop loss of 410. And since we are expecting a good move in banking sector also, one of the picks which has given a good move and which is showing signs of breaking out is CUB, which is City Union Bank. You can enter in the range of 147 for a target of 153 and 157. These are the two targets, keeping a stop loss of 143.5. So this is again a very good risk reward ratio. One stock that I have on radar, which is showing some signs of profit booking, or not showing signs of good buying strength. So, which is Alchem. Now, Alchem, it's a conditional call. One should be selling only if it goes below the range of 4555 to 4560. So, once it enters below 4560 level, you can initiate a short position in this in the futures. So, these are spot levels. One can enter in the future segment accordingly. And the stop loss on the stock would be 4625, whereas the target would be 4380.
All right, those are the picks from Avani Bhatt, short-term trading ideas. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate your views. Thank you for joining us here on First Check.
Thank you.